Hey guys, how's it going? Hope everybody's all doing well. In today's video, I want to be talking about the big fight that is finally taking place this weekend over on DAZN between Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos Jr. The fight was previously supposed to happen a couple of times on Triller. Like I say, it got cancelled 2 or 3 times, but it's finally here taking place on DAZN. And I am kind of looking forward to this fight. I think it's going to be an exciting fight. I think it's going to be a fight where somebody gets knocked out. I don't think the fight's going the distance. And I think we're going to see some exciting exchanges in this fight just based off the two fighters' styles, and that both guys, in my opinion, are better when they come forwards. I think both men, when they kind of get pushed onto the back foot, are not quite the same fighters. So I think both guys are going to come forwards, and we're going to see them in the middle of the ring kind of exchanging and countering each other, in my opinion, which is going to make for an exciting fight and somebody getting knocked out. So I think Teofimo Lopez is the better fighter out of the two. I think he's the more skilled and better fighter technically, as well as being, like I say, the bigger, stronger and more powerful fighter out of the two. I think Teofimo Lopez is on the verge of moving up to 140 pounds. We see he keeps calling out Josh Taylor, and I do think he quickly needs to get out of this 135 pound division, because I think he is, really draining himself and struggling to make weight at 135 pounds. And the 135 pound division is a very dangerous division, which is stacked with a ton of competition. Now, selfishly, I would obviously like to see him fight all the guys. I'd like to see him rematch Vasyl Lomachenko, and I'd like to see him fight a lot of these other young fighters in the division. But I think he is too big for the 135 pound division. I think he's probably really big for the 140 pound division, to be honest. I think he'll be a guy that's probably going to be fighting at welterweight or 154 pounds at some point in his career. But going into this fight this weekend, I definitely favor Teofimo Lopez. I think he will get the win this weekend, and I think he will probably knock Kambosos out, and I think it'll be early to mid rounds. I can see Teofimo Lopez kind of trying to walk Kambosos down, using his his defense to be able to kind of catch and counter shots, catch and shoot, and exchange with Kambosos, kind of similar to what he did to Richard Comey, where he caught Comey with that hard right hand. As they exchanged right hands, Teofimo Lopez was the more accurate of the two, very accurate puncher, with good speed as well. Kambosos, what I've seen of him in the Lee Selby and Mickey Bay fight, he's a pretty good counter puncher himself. I think he's very game, tough, brave fighter. I think he has a lot of self-belief in himself, but I don't think he has the skills or the ability to quite compete with the elites of the division. I thought that was a pretty competitive fight that he had there against Lee Selby. Now, I did think he beat Lee Selby, but in my opinion, he was getting hit with quite a few shots in that fight. I don't think his defense is great. Now, he hasn't got terrible defense. Like I say, he's a pretty skilled fighter, but I think if Teofimo Lopez is able to catch him with the similar shots that Selby was able to catch him with, I think it'll be a different story, because in my opinion, obviously Lee Selby, not really a power puncher, hasn't got much power at all compared to Teofimo Lopez. More of just a boxer and a points, like trying to score points type of fighter from the outside. Not really a guy that can fight on the inside either. I think Teofimo Lopez, much bigger, much stronger, better counter puncher, and also just punching with bad intentions. I think this fight will be exciting, but like I said, I think Teofimo Lopez will be able to get the stoppage in this fight. I think I can see Teofimo kind of pushing Kambosos back, making him hesitant with his counters, hard counters, being able to catch and shoot and catch and counter George Kambosos. I think he'll be able to kind of get Kambosos on the back foot, which I don't think is good for Kambosos. I think, like I say, both fighters are better when they're on their front foot. I mean, if Kambosos can start to push Teofimo Lopez back, I think we might see some trouble for Teofimo as well, because I think, like we saw in the back end of the Loma fight, as soon as Loma started backing up Teofimo Lopez, he wasn't quite the same guy as he is when he's on the front foot, being aggressive, landing power shots. So I think both guys are going to try and establish that forward pressure in the fight. But I think with Teofimo being the bigger, stronger and harder puncher, as well as like the more technical counter puncher, I think he'll be able to land the shots that kind of make George Kambosos get a bit defensive and, you know, back him up a bit. And I think, like I say, Teofimo Lopez will be able to break down George Kambosos. I can see him hitting Kambosos with a clean shot and knocking him out, but I can also see him, you know, just kind of technically just walking down Kambosos and breaking him down bit by bit, you know, punch by punch, just walking him down and breaking him down. And I think, actually, that's what I think it's going to be. I think Teofimo Lopez is going to break down George Kambosos and stop him in like probably around the 5th round. I would guess that Teofimo Lopez will get the stoppage in this fight. I think it'll be exciting. I think we'll see a lot of exchanges. I think Kambosos' game, he may get put down a couple times, but I think he'll keep trying to get back up. You know, having such an opportunity to fight for all these world titles, he'll definitely, you know, guard on his shield. But I think Teofimo Lopez is just going to be too good, too big, too strong, and will ultimately, you know, stop George Kambosos in this fight. That's my prediction. I think Teofimo Lopez wins probably by 5th round KO or TKO. I can see the corner pulling Kambosos out with him kind of taking a beating and they're getting walked down and broken down by Teofimo Lopez. And then, honestly, I hope we do get to see Teofimo Lopez maybe fight, you know, the rematch with Vasyl Lomachenko or fight Devin Haney next. But I do think he probably will get out of the 135-pound division and maybe move up and try fight Josh Taylor, which will also be, you know, a great fight for boxing. And hopefully we get to see that fight at some point too. So in this fight, I'm definitely picking Teofimo Lopez to win by a stoppage. I think George Kambosos is a good fighter, but I don't think he's quite elite. I think Teofimo Lopez is just on another level to a guy like George Kambosos, but definitely looking forward to seeing the fight take place this weekend, and I'm picking Teofimo Lopez. Let me know in the comment section below how you guys see this fight playing out. Am I underestimating George Kambosos? Let me know in the comment section below how you see the fight going. Thanks for listening. Talk to you guys again soon. Cheers.